Welcome back to Total Football. Of course, we're focusing on the Premier League this weekend, but tonight at Wembley, what a special fixture this is. The European champions England taking on the world champions, the USA, and it is sold out as well. There's been so much anticipation to this game as soon as it was announced, but the fixture has now taken on extra significance after recent developments. Well, our reporter Anton Toloui is pitchside for us at Wembley. Good afternoon to you, Anton. I mean, the build-up to this game has now been dominated by the Yates report, which uncovered systemic abuse and misconduct in the National League, the NWSL over in America. Megan Rapinoe, very, very vocal about the findings. So has this game come at the right time for the USA?
Yeah, chatting to Megan Rapinoe, chatting to a lot of senior players around the US camp this week. They're really, really happy. They have the normality of a game to focus on after, like you said, the publication of the Yates report. The Yates report, if you don't know too much about it, like you said, uncovered systemic abuse within professional soccer in the US. More than 100 players and ex-players were interviewed, and Megan Rapinoe is saying that some of the players, they're talking about it obviously in the team hotel and the team base. A lot of the players sort of, struggling to come to terms with it, the scale of what's been going on, even though they've all known about it for some time. So it's very much on the players' mind. But when the players came here to train yesterday, you could see the senior players, those music playing, they were trying to get behind this and trying to sort of get back to normal, which is establishing themselves going into a World Cup, because that's what the US do. They're the world #1 ranked team. Tonight they're playing at a sold-out Wembley in front of 90,000 against the European champions. And Rapinoe says, look, this is a huge game regardless of what's going on, and these two teams are quite closely matched.
I mean, I feel like there isn't really a huge gap anymore. I don't think there has been for a long time. These teams are just so good. We obviously saw that in the World Cup. You see that in the Euros. You see all, Champions League, everyone playing. The level of football right now is just insane. And we're, happy to be right in the mix at the top. I think it's going to be an incredible game. Like, I'm so excited to play. These are just like the moments that you want as a player. Especially something special like this leading into obviously a huge year in 23 with the World Cup in Australia, New Zealand. I'm really looking forward to, seeing where they are and seeing where we are. It's a good chance for us to get our eyes on each other going into the World Cup, and I think good opportunity for the rest of the world to get their eyes on us as well.
And Anton, England will stand in solidarity with the USA by wearing teal armbands. And the game also has a little more to it than European champions taking on world champions. Just flesh that out for us.
Yeah, exactly that. When we were speaking to Beth Mead yesterday, England's Player of the Year, she was very quick to say, look, we've been in touch with the US players, obviously. We want to stand in solidarity with them. We want their experiences to be shared. We want to be there for them. So the players tonight will, like you said, wear teal armbands. The arch at Wembley is going to be lit up teal as well. And the players will come together before the kickoff in a special act of solidarity as well. So there'll be lots of visual displays to show that the players are trying to basically come together and hopefully send a big message, which is, look, this rampant abuse that has been in professional soccer in the US cannot go on and cannot be copied around the world. Also a big night today for English football as well, because it's officially the 50th anniversary of the FA's first ever sort of sanctioned England women game. England versus Scotland up in Greenock, 1972 in November there. So the players that played on that occasion for England will be here today. They're going to get their first cap. They actually met the England squad earlier this week at England's training base. So, there are lots of things planned. Also, the European trophy will be displayed today. It's going to come out tonight. Jill Scott will bring it out. There'll be a big celebration, big lights show, and lots to celebrate as well. So lots of things, lots of important causes, and also, importantly, lots of football-based celebration as well tonight.
OK, let's talk about Miss Versatile as far as women's football is concerned. Rachel Daly, spotted on Monday having a bit of one-on-one training away from the practice match. Is Sarina Wiegman going to experiment with her position, do we think, Anton?
This is a fascinating one, and you're a very brave person. I've done this. I've kind of said the V word, the versatile word to Rachel Daly. She doesn't like being seen as that, even though she can play anywhere across the pitch. But yes, both her and Beth Mead in training were kind of training on their own, running specialist kind of shooting drills and that kind of thing. And that's because obviously England don't have Alessia Russo going into this game. She's not part of the camp due to injury. Ellen White obviously retired, so there is kind of a vacant number 9 position. No player knows the US better than Rachel Daly. She spent 7 years out in Houston before coming back to Aston Villa this season. She's in great form. So obviously we tried to get Sarina Wiegman on the issue, try to tell us whether she's going to change her position tonight.
I see lots of positions. The only position I don't see her at is a goalkeeper coach, goalkeeper. No, that's just kidding. No, well, we all know she's very versatile, and she brings something on the pitch for us. So she knows. We have discussions. We have conversations about that, where she can focus. She knows, and that's what she says all the time. Wherever you want you bring me in, I'll do it, and I'll do the job as good as possible. And we know, yes, she can play on different positions. So, and then we have a look at, okay, what do we need right now? What's the best for the team? And then we bring the 11 best players on the pitch. So we take that in consideration.
Typically, Sarina Wiegman not giving much away there. We'll find out her team at around 7 o'clock tonight, along with the 90,000 fans potentially here at Wembley. Kick-off at 8 o'clock.
From the ever-versatile Anton Tolui at Wembley, thank you very much indeed.
You called me worse.